Alright guys, what's up? REVan Evan here, and we're in the Roush collection. This is Jack Roush's personal collection. So we're going to take a look at one of my favorite cars here. This it says 87, but I think it's an 89 25th anniversary twin turbo Mustang. So the story behind this car is that Jack was going to build a 25th anniversary car. It's a prototype, turned it over to Ford. It's got a 351 in it, and gave it to the engineers, and they said, it's really just not fast enough. We can kind of recreate the horsepower for a lot less than putting a 351 in the Foxbody. So Jack took the car back, said, okay, put twin turbos on it. Gives the car back to the engineers. They turn around to Jack and say, that's irresponsible, because it just blew the tires off. Now it had too much power for the Foxbody chassis, so the whole thing was basically scrapped. But we're going to take a look at this car because it's got a twin turbo engine. It's got an incredibly unique manifold. And what I see when I look at this car is 93 Cobra. It's got a lot of styling cues of the 93 Cobra that kind of happened way before 93. So you almost have to wonder, like, did they copy the 93 Cobra from this prototype? Can't say for sure. I don't know who's going to admit to that, but we'll take a closer look and show you some of the details on this car that Jack created, and here it sits for anybody to look at in the Jack Roush collection. All right, so the heart of this beast is the 351 twin turbo Windsor engine that Jack Roush put in this Foxbody Mustang. So some of the unique things about it, it looks to me like it's got a truck intake, totally fabricated intake that's really low and designed to fit under the factory hood. It's got two Borg-Warner turbos, non-intercooled. So, all right, so if you take a close look here at these air boxes, so it's being fed by two air boxes. So it's a Foxbody style bottom with a fabricated lid that feeds the turbo that you can't really see down below, spools into the turbo, exhaust driven, simple design, up into this small pipe here and through this tiny throttle body. So they didn't go with like big giant throttle bodies. This thing's probably super responsive. Nobody seems to know exactly what peak horsepower is, so we'll have to take a guess at that. 351, I don't know. I think it's kind of basically a truck engine with a twin turbo setup. So probably around 350, 400 horsepower, which was a lot for a Foxbody with a stock chassis back in the day. So again, just another unique piece about this car. Twin throttle bodies, cable driven, really, really fun. I bet this thing was. And maybe we could talk Jack into getting it out next time we're up here, and we could take it for a little spin and burn the tires. All right, so the interior is pretty much just Mustang. It's got a boost gauge, and really that's it. Maybe Jack didn't get to that part yet, but the interior is pretty much stock. But back here, look at this wing. Look at the curves. You can see how smoothed out it is compared to what the GT wing would have been. It's got kind of like 80s period stickers on it that say Mustang but kind of fit the era. The wing has got funky shape to it, so it's got some unique styling. I'm sure that was for aero. Jack was racing like Trans Am at the time, so he certainly knew about aerodynamics and things like that. Quad exhaust tips on there, smoothed outside. I really see 93 Cobra, especially sitting here in the red. It really almost, if you first glance at the car, looks like a 93 Cobra. And then what's kind of cool about this car is it's got, you get down here, you know, it still has the gator backs, but it's got a unique wheel. Kind of funky, aluminum wheel. Still got, you know, a disc brake in the back. So, you know, look at the styling of the wheel. It's not really a turbine like on a Mustang GT. But it kind of fits the car in the era. ZR 40 tires, so a little bit bigger on the tires, and you know, black treatment on the cheese grater tail lights. So it, you know, it's got some styling cues. It obviously has the power, and you can just imagine what would have been if this would have been the 93 Cobra, or you know, a 25th anniversary Mustang with a 351 and twin turbos. You know, not a big deal now because we have cars with 760 horsepower, but for 1989 on a Foxbody chassis, that would have been a radical ride.